Hello, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be closing out my September budget number 1 and setting up my September budget number 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and do budget number 1. So sorry if I sound a little nasally and congested because I am getting over a cold. I did catch a cold right after Labor Day weekend, after we celebrated our twins' baby shower. So I am getting over it now, but I'm still a little bit congested. So okay, so let's go ahead and close out the income. Okay, so we only ended up using $3,191.71. And I say using instead of receiving because we are 1 month ahead. So we had already received all of our take-home income, which was the $3,100. But we were pulling some money from our sinking funds to pay for our twins' baby shower. But my in-laws and my sister-in-law was gracious enough to basically pay for the whole baby shower, all the decor and all the food and everything like that. So the only money that we had to put up was basically, you know, like the last minute things that you inevitably forget when planning something. So my husband had to run to the store and go get a couple of things, and that's all the money that we spent for the event because family took care of the rest, which was a huge blessing. So that led us to basically saving the majority of the money that we had thought we were going to spend. So let's go ahead and do the difference. So that amount is right. So we saved over $400 with them paying for the event, which was amazing. So the only unbudgeted item that I have for this expense tracker is we did go ahead and buy our twins mattresses, and that came out of our twins cube or our twins sinking fund. So no money actually came out of this paycheck, but just to go over it anyway, we had $455 on in Costco rewards, like Costco cashback type thing. So we had that set aside that we wanted to use for the twins mattresses. And the reason why we were going to do that is because this was like a certificate that we could only use at Costco. So we was like, let's go ahead and pick up the twins mattresses from there because I know they're going to be pretty pricey. So the twins mattresses actually came out to be $565, which was $110 over what I was thinking, because I did look it up online, and what I saw online is that the mattresses was like $180. So for them to be like $250 a piece in the store was kind of shocking. So whatever. But let's go ahead and put the total down here. So since this money came from our sinking funds, I'm not going to include it in my expenses for this expense tracker, just because we did not use any money, like any of our take-home pay. This did come from sinking funds. So let's go ahead and move over. We do have a couple of things that haven't come out yet. So I went ahead and notated it on the side, but for the most part, everything was on budget. Our natural gas came under budget, and so far so good on the bill pay feature of Q Money. So these expenses with stars next to them are the bills that I set up for bill pay in Q Money, just to test out the feature, and so far so good. I think I have 2 more that need to come out, which is Netflix and our natural gas. But I know natural gas is gonna go through or be under budget just because I looked up the amount online. So we're going to be under budget for that. And then again, the twins baby shower only cost us roughly $55. So we saved there. And I just need the Adobe Cloud to come out of my business account, and then we'll be wrapped up for this expense tracker. So let's go ahead and add up the actuals, since I am fairly certain that these numbers will remain the same. Okay, so that total is $3,187.79, and then the difference is $449.09. So let's go ahead and add these two up, which should equal this. So $449.09. So I know that I did my math correctly. So let's go ahead and see how much we were able to save for this expense tracker. So we're going to take this amount minus this amount, because this amount that we did save in our sinking funds, we just put back into the twins sinking funds, if that makes sense. So $392. So $392 is what we were able to save from this expense tracker. So that closes out this one. So let's move on to paycheck number 2. So I did go ahead and start setting up the income, just because since we already received this money is from our paycheck from August 27th and September 3rd, which we did receive $2,093.10 for our take-home pay for that, for those 2 paychecks. And then I am using $15 in business expenses. Sinking funds, it is our wedding anniversary on the 22nd, so I'm planning on using maybe $50 or so to just do some takeout and, you know, movie night, something simple. And then we did receive more income than we needed, so I do have a pay yourself first. So let me total up the income that we actually received. Okay, so for our August 27th and September 3rd paychecks together, we received $2,643.69. But of that money, we only needed $2,093.10. So anything above that, which was this $550, we put automatically into our sinking funds cube, so that we could allocate it later, which is typically how I go about paying ourselves first. But I am in a nesting period, something serious right now. So I have been buying up a whole bunch of house supplies and like organizational stuff. So yeah, this money is definitely not going to be allocated like this total amount, because as you can see right here, I already have some unbudgeted expenses. So I'm just keeping track of all the money that I'm spending, because basically it's coming out of this $550. So once I hit $550, I know that I can't spend any more out of this paycheck. So I'm pretty close to it, because like I said, we're doing some things around the house to make it a little bit more efficient once the twins come. And my husband is scheduled to go back to school in like a couple of weeks, like on campus. So we've been trying to get him some clothes so that he can go back on campus and, you know, look presentable, because like a lot of folks, he gained a little bit of weight over the quarantine, because he's mostly been home, like doing school from home. So we have to get him a couple of new clothes until we figure out if he's going to slim back down or not, or do we just need to get him more clothes to fit his body now. So and it wasn't nothing super like major weight gain, just enough that his clothes that he had before are a little bit tight. So yeah. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and write in our expenses for this paycheck. So this expense tracker is going to cover expenses from September 16th through September 30th. So let's go ahead and write that out. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, this is my monthly budget, these 2 pages, and basically I go ahead and budget for the month, and then I split it out by bi-weekly, because that's how we're paid. Me and my husband are paid bi-weekly, so that's how I split it out. So column number 1 is expense tracker 1, and column number 2 is expense tracker 2. And then of course, if we were to have magic months where we receive the 3rd paycheck in the month, that would be in column 3, but that wasn't the case for September. So let's go ahead and write it out. Starting down here, childcare is $560, water and trash $122, electric $15, life insurance for my husband is $69.96. MetLife, which is our car insurance, is $334. Verizon is $123. ID theft is $12.90. And then to move over to our cash envelopes, for gas, we're doing the full amount of $360. Groceries is going to get $80. Costco is going to get $223. Diapers and wipes is going to get $40. And then moving down here to sinking funds, car repair and maintenance is going to get $25. House supplies is going to get $40. Clothing is going to get $20. Toiletries is going to get $10. Fun/holidays is going to get $10. And then the twins is going to get $48.24. And then for my husband and I's anniversary, again, I'm setting aside $50 just in case we need it from our sinking funds, and then $15 for epidemic sound. And then this unbudgeted total, I'm going to leave blank for now because I won't know how much I spent until the end of the month, when I need to total up how much I spent on getting the house ready for the twins and buying my husband's clothes and everything like that, and whatever else I spend money on that's not on this side, because all of these expenses are budgeted and anything outside of this is unbudgeted and will be tracked on this side. So let's go ahead and add up the budgeted expenses. All right, so that total amount is $2,158.10, which matches our estimated income up here. So that means I have a zero-based budget. So yeah. So at the end of the month, I'll come back with actual numbers to close out this expense tracker. So I'll let you guys know what all went down for these 2 weeks, in the form of me, like, just how much I spent during this nesting period, because it is something serious. I'm trying to tell you guys, like, hubby is just I'm putting hubby to work. So yeah, and I'm sure he doesn't appreciate it too much since he's on his summer break right now, but I mean, it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give the video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if it feels right, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.